What's going on YouTube, and happy Friday. This is Necrostevo and you're watching one of my narrated Wi-Fi battle videos. Today's match is a very fun match that I had against one of my rivals, Gin the Flying Tortuga. I don't know if he has a channel, but he definitely has a Skype and he's on there very often, so feel free to add him on Skype if you're looking for a battle or a trade. Testing out some more new things. We had this battle I think last week before. And I just wanted to try out Speed Boost Scolipede. Of course, he has the attack boost, and Speed Boost is a new nature. I get the flinch on his Noivern on the first rock slide that I go for, which doesn't actually end up mattering, and he's going to pay me back in spades for that later, so just remember he's going to pay me back for that flinch there. He switches in Avalugg to take the next rock slide, and that's a critical hit, and that does nothing to Avalugg. And this is going to be the start of a long and storied feud between my Scolipede and his Avalugg. So, thinking that he's probably just going to go for an ice move or maybe toxic, I'm going to switch out into my Pyroar, whom I knew really didn't mind either of those. And I could go for a boosted fire attack, or I was going to try out using Noble Roar, just to maybe, if he was going to stay in, make it a situation where something else could come in and set up. Or if he switched out, make the next thing not want to stay in. So unfortunately for me, he actually switches out into his Noivern, and I really should have just gone for the fire move, or maybe even predicted the switch and gone for the Hyper Voice, because now Noivern is just going to be able to leave with U-turn. Now I was giving Go-Goat another shot here, and this Go-Goat, of course, is max HP, max special defense, and I didn't think I could really do much to Avalugg with it. But at the same time, I didn't think he could hit me very hard either, especially after a bulk up. And so I ended up just staying in and going for the bulk up against his Avalugg. And that's going to work out great because he brings back out Noivern. And I know I can live any hit he goes for, even a Hurricane. But unfortunately for me, he gets the critical hit there, which definitely matters. I've been hit by a Hurricane from a Noivern before, assuming he's timid, of course. And I have lived it pretty comfortably. So, again, Go-Goat doesn't get a chance to do anything. Expecting him to maybe just try to finish off my Scolipede, I decided to go back out into it and to protect. And that was really pointless of me to do that because he just goes back onto Avalugg. Like, it's not even that big of a deal for him. So I'm forced to switch again because I really can't touch him. I'm going to try to hit him on his special side here. I maybe should have just gone back out into Pyroar, but I figured Clawitzer could probably threaten him a little bit more handily there. And unfortunately for me, since I protected instead of just attacking, he was able to get enough leftovers recovery to get back up to sturdy, and then he's able to use recover to get over half. So that was a completely wasted turn on my part. I mean, he ended up with less HP than he came in with, but at the same time, it's like if I just attacked it, he might have even been dead. I don't know. So he ends up switching on to Klefki. I was thinking of something that I wanted paralyzed, and I'm okay with Kofu getting paralyzed. He still is going to hit very hard, and he can threaten Klefki out with the fire move. And so a couple of flamethrowers are going to hit here. He just keeps on going for sub, maybe expecting me to switch out, which after I think I'm going to hit him with 3 flamethrowers, just trying to make him whittle down his HP. I know he's just life orb stalling my Pyroar, but at the same time, I don't really have a reason to stop there. So on that turn, I did predict him to switch out. He actually ends up going on into Gyarados, which I didn't predict him to switch out into Gyarados. I did predict him to switch out, though. So if I had seen Gyarados coming, I probably would have switched directly into my Dragalge. And he predicts me to switch out, thinking that I can't really do much to him. And of course, Avalugg pretty much walls my Scolipede, no matter how much I plink away at it. And here he probably predicted me to go for a Dragon move, which is why he brought in Klefki. But a Hydro Pump is actually that's going to do a good chunk of damage there. I was impressed with that because I'm holding Dragon Fang to boost Draco Meteor, and he actually ends up going out into Gyarados to take the Hydro Pump. I figured he would switch, although I didn't know he would switch too, and so that's why I went for Shadow Ball, because it will do neutral damage to Klefki. And I had that Draco Meteor stacked, but unfortunately he got another critical hit on that Earthquake. Again, would have lived that one as well. But this is what I get for flinching his Noivern at the beginning of the battle, I gotta tell you. Now, Avalugg comes back out, and I knew he was going to switch into Avalugg, but at the same time, I wanted to whittle him down where I could maybe 2-hit KO him here shortly, and then have all the speed boost to kind of just run through his team. And so I'm going to, I figured he was going to recover right here, so that's going to give me a free switch out into Sylveon. And Sylveon kind of is begging Gengar to come in, because he did have Gengar on his team, so I went for the substitute, thinking he would just switch out into Gengar. I really should have gone for the Calm Mind. That would have been a much better play instead of trying to go for the sub. And, of course, Avalanche gets powered up when it goes last like that. Although I was very impressed with the damage that an unboosted Moonblast did to Avalugg, so he's definitely fully physically defensively invested there. Now here I figured he was definitely going to switch out because he didn't want to lose Avalugg as long as I still had Scolipede running around. And that means now's a good time to use Baton Pass, because that's going to allow me to get out of there. Unfortunately, I can't pass any specially defensive boost out. But I can go back out into my Clawitzer, which is good because he doesn't know that I'm Scarfed until that moment in time. And so I'm able to finish off his Gengar before it really gets a chance to do anything. Now that he knows that I'm Scarfed, of course, now is a perfect time for him to go out into his Gyarados, because if he Mega Evolves, of course, which he's going to do, he's going to gain Dark typing, which means Dark Pulse is not going to be doing very much. In retrospect, I really should have stayed in with Clawitzer, tried just put as much damage as I could on him, and then I should have brought in Sylveon fresh. I was able to take the Earthquake with my Sylveon, which is max HP, max defense, modest nature. I know it's a little bit weird, but it's worked out well so far. And I could have put some serious damage onto his Gyarados through doing that. That's okay though. Mega Gyarados is still not that fast, and now that he's no longer flying type, I figured it's just time to start spamming Mega Horn. Even if Noivern wants to come in after a speed boost, I'm going to outspeed it so I can hit it with a Rock Slide. And my Focus Sash is still intact, so I just decided to spam Mega Horn here because I saw the damage from the first one. I figured I could take out the Avalugg. And now Klefki comes out and goes for Thunder Wave. I'm not bothered by that because I already have +2 speed. And now after this turn I'm going to have +1 again, because of course speed, paralysis cuts your speed in half, which is the same as having -2. So now I'm at +1 speed, so that means once again I can outspeed things, which is great. I really just needed to nail this Gyarados. I knew I had a Focus Sash, so I wasn't afraid of him hitting me. But unfortunately we both miss our attacks. And that really just sucks there. Here he brings me down to my Sash. If I had just hit that Mega Horn, and unfortunately I missed the second Mega Horn, which means, well, missing that Mega Horn didn't really matter too much, but missing the other one, that Gyarados would have definitely been dead already. But that's okay, we're able to take out the Mega Gyarados. I have now, I believe I'm at +3 with the paralysis there. And here he shows me that he is a Scarf Noivern. So I really needed my Focus Sash intact there. Alternatively, I guess I could have protected to get one more turn of speed, but I didn't want to get paralyzed trying to protect. So since he brings in Starmie, I'm just going to go back out into the Scarf Clawitzer and smack him with a Dark Pulse. He's going to go back out into Noivern, and I think I actually did not realize that he was Scarfed until this part of the match. He misses the Hurricane. That's not going to matter because he's going to be able to hit the next one. Maybe I should have stayed in with Clawitzer and gone for the Dark Pulse there if he was going to miss that Hurricane. And now is the moment of truth. He is not actually Scarfed. He's just max speed timid. So I think I kind of just got bitten in the butt there on my speed with my Scolipede. But that was still a pretty fun match. It is very fun to see Avalugg in action there. He takes hits extremely well. The one that I bred the other day, Mega Medichamp's Drain Punch does not do a quarter to it, and High Jump Kick only does about 75%. So if you need to stall some shenanigans, and then even if he does one hit KO, you have Sturdy. So Avalugg is really fun to use. So I am very happy to have one of those. And thank you again, of course. Shout outs to you for trading me several things that I get to use. I have a Noivern that I got from him. He, of course, is the one who traded me the Avalugg from the one that he bred, with a nice dive ball coloration to match with the icy gleam of Avalugg. Put it in your glass. Refreshing. Gotta love it. But, anyways, I enjoyed the match again. I look forward to having more with you, and I hope you guys enjoyed this battle as well. I will do my best to get something uploaded over the weekend, battle-wise, but if not, I will see you all on Tuesday for sure, and I hope you all have a good weekend. I'll talk to you all later. Bye now.